the 2021 Great GeekFest Cosplay Contest, sponsored by the Delaware County District Library. I'm your host, Via, part of the Library Gals Go to the Movies podcast and outreach associate at the Orange Branch. Please ignore my hand, my injured hand. There is a strange small alligator wearing a golden horned helmet loose in the library, and let's just say I didn't quite catch him. He's a trickster, that one. But that is not why we are here today. We are here to judge and pick the winners of the cosplay contest. It's going to be very exciting. We've had some excellent entries. And we're going to be faced with a panel of judges who are going to be scrutinizing every bit to the detail. So let's see who brought it and who brought it. But of course, first, we're going to want to meet those lovely judges. So let's start down at the end here with Kelly. Kelly, would you mind filling us in on your backstory here?
Yes, my name's Kelly McFarland, and owner of Secret Identity Comics and LLC, and I've been a fan of cosplay and cons for decades now. So I have, I think, a good amount of experience to be able to come and see what I can bring to it.
Fantastic. So what are you going to be looking for specifically with our contestants and their costumes?
A lot of it has to do with attitude. A lot of it has to do with the sense of character. So the bigger the more that they dove into the character, the better. So you can all the way from the makeup to the costumes to the footwear.
Excellent responses. So now you've got some insider information on what they'll be looking for. Let's go on to our next judge. We have Joyce. Hello, Joyce. Why don't you tell us where you're from?
Sure, I'm Joyce Leahy. I'm from Columbus, and I do a lot of costuming for various theater groups in Columbus Children's Theater, and many others. Just about every Columbus theater group I've costumed for.
Oh, fantastic. And do you have a favorite you've done so far?
Oh, well, my last thing that I costumed before the pandemic shut down all theater was a funny thing happened on the way to the Forum, which takes place in ancient Rome. So that was a lot of fun. Togas and gladiator costumes and courtesans.
Excellent. All right, so she's going to be the one to really nail down the details and the fine linings of your costume. So that's the expertise she's bringing. And of course, our final judge, don't you look familiar? This would be Megan. Megan, hello, welcome. And why don't you tell the audience why you're so weird?
Well, the first thing that pops to mind is I work with you.
No, please stop. You're too much.
So I've been cosplaying probably for about, I would say 10 years or more now. Time gets away with me. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I've had quite a bit of experience with cosplay, making my own costumes. I really enjoy playing the part. That's exciting. And, yeah, so I work at the Orange Branch with Via as well.
Excellent, and boy, do we have fun. Fun times. All right, so now we know what you're all really here for, and that is to see the winners of this contest. We have had so many wonderful entries into this, and we have some very creative cosplaying competitors for you tonight. And so, now we will get to making you wait a little bit longer while we show you some of the beloved past cosplays of past GeekFests. Go ahead and show it for us here now. I've been given a broken controller. All right, first here we have the Sanderson Sisters from Hocus Pocus, one of my favorite Halloween movies. If you're ever looking for something that's not quite terrifying, then this would be a great one for you. Oh, they did such a great job.
I completely agree. I absolutely love this movie. And when I saw all three of them walking around upstairs and when they came down, that was exciting. Great costumes.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep, I remember that. I remember I was working here. We had a booth and saw them walking around, and it was really spot on, and really they showed the attitude of the characters as well as the work on the costumes.
Yeah, I love the Sanderson Sisters. I'm kind of a latecomer to this movie. I only saw it last year. But I thought the highlight of the film was Bette Midler singing "I Put a Spell on You."
Yes.
And they really, really captured the whole Sanderson Sisters vibe there. It was terrific.
All right, and then we have Castiel from Supernatural, and we've got a good gender-bending version of this. Love it. Actually, you may recognize that dress from one of our earlier contestants in some of our earlier panels that we had. Also, lovely wigs. Excellent addition to the shadowy picture there. Let's see, who else do we have? Oh, Mary Poppins from Mary Poppins, of course. And oh, that's such an adorable, I was going to say, I have a feeling of the person that submitted this. This looks like a little bit of an older picture. It's probably an adult sending a past costume in.
But look at that hat. The hat's
Yeah, that is impressive.
And I really, really like that dress. That's adorable. It looks really, really close to the pictures from the movie.
And the little girl that's next to her looks just, you can tell, she's like, oh, my mom didn't put this much work into my dress.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, it is. And then, hey, look at that. We have Lock, Shock, and Barrel from A Nightmare Before Christmas. And this is one of our older staff members, Nancy, who is there in the red. And then you'll see an example of myself and our judge, Megan, doing cosplay.
Just fun.
Yeah, that was a pretty quickly thrown together trio of costumes. But I did hand sew on all of those bones.
Yes, you did a lot of work in a short amount of time.
Some whip stitching.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot glue.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I wanted to wear the sweatshirt afterwards.
Hot glue is just a costumer's best friend.
And now we have Magnus Burnsides from the Adventure Zone Balance. And we actually have our very own, our own tech expert who's working behind the scenes who did this one, Kellen. You might know him from the Maker's Annex. Excellent job. You can clearly see where he's coming from with this. And look, we have Megan again. So as you can see, you have somebody on the end here that is definitely an expert in doing the cosplay herself. She knows what to look for in that area. And she is Maz Kanata from Star Wars.
And a nerd.
And a nerd. I think we are all pretty well-proclaimed geeks. Yes. And then we have one of my favorite honorable staff cosplays is Edgar Allan Poe from Life. Yeah. Yes, excellent job.
The literary reference is great.
Yes.
And I mean, she did just slight hints of makeup.
Yeah, even
got-
the bags. The bags are my favorite part.
I agree.
That is not just how they woke up. That is makeup. And we have, this was my Halloween costume last year. I was sexy Smitty Werbenjagermanjensen from SpongeBob SquarePants. And that is one of the best outfits to run around in. It feels like spandex, and you can just do all of the kicks and all the splits, and it makes you feel like you're free. So, and then of course those cans are not alcohol. They are, I believe, flavored seltzer water. So.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was Coke or not.
I believe that they were soda cans, yeah, in
Of
the
some sort.
like bubble soda, I think is what they drink in SpongeBob or something like that, yeah.
Gotcha. But yep, hat's perfect.
And I was number one.
And it's a very interesting choice.
Yes.
I honestly didn't remember that from SpongeBob, despite watching most of it.
Yeah, there are so many great side characters in SpongeBob, and like I always tell all of my friends, there is a SpongeBob quote to go along with any aspect of life, and it is true. I can prove it. Test me. All right, so now we're going to be moving on to what you're really waiting for here, and that is to announce all of our lovely winners of this contest. So we're going to go ahead and get down to it, and first we're going to show you some of our honorable mentions. We have Ray Stantz from Ghostbusters. This is an excellent job.
Nice pictures, interesting lighting.
One of the things I really like about when it's so hard when you have such an iconic character as that everybody's seen to match it up. It's the props are what make it.
Absolutely.
All right, and so look at the headpiece, the headgear, like the pack, the belt, the boots, everything like that makes it, because the jumpsuit's the easy part. It's
Right.
It's to really sell it. You really need to have all the accessories, and this guy even the proton pack straps.
Yes, he really had the eye for detail in putting this costume together.
And all the fun bits he's got going on with the belt. I like it.
All right, let's see our next honorable mention. Oh, we have Hiyoko Saionji. Oh, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this last name. Hiyoko Saionji from Daganronpa.
Yeah, I think this is just adorable. I love the print, the silk print on the kimono, and the hair is perfect. I love especially those perky little hair bows with Hello Kitty on them.
Yeah, the little kitty cats on them,
Yes.
they're just great.
I was actually thinking about this earlier when I was looking at it, and I thought there's pretty much no way that you could have hair quite that round that would be easily wearable. So yeah, she did a nice real life version of that hairdo.
Well, a lot of kids aren't familiar with Aquanet now, like, from like back in the day.
Yeah.
If you have
That
Aquanet
would
in
be
it, you're going to
the
get that.
best. Oh,
Yes.
And it
But
will
you
never
also
leave.
don't want to be around anyone with a lit match.
Yeah, that pretty much kept my hair in theater days. Aquanet was everywhere. I was surprised we were still alive at the end of the performance.
More hairspray than person.
Yes, yes. And I apologize, I have been saying honorable mentions. We are actually looking at all of our eligible contestants, everybody laid out. No winners have been declared as of just yet.
Yes.
So we have the engineer from Team Fortress 2. Such a close costume.
I'm not familiar with the game, but yeah, that's he's got the belt, he's got the knee pads going on, boots, the wrench.
Yeah. Once again, another eye for detail here.
This is why this kind of one makes it so important that the picture is so important, that you get a full view of the costume. It's it really sells it, you know, by showing it off. That's why you always want to make sure that your costume's always, the whole costume's included in the picture.
All right, and now we have a group submission here. We've got Green Lantern along with Wildcat, The Flash, and Hourman. And I'm sorry, I can't see the bottom there. Let's see.
Justice Society of America.
Okay.
All right, and they're all DC characters.
Smaller pictures are a little hard to see, but they've
Right.
got two different poses, which is fun.
That's fantastic.
And I love group costumes. I think I love it when people can get together and have fun with it.
I've seen other similar ones. I think I saw The Incredibles. That was a good one. Lots of group costumes. But yeah, I wasn't really familiar with the old school Green Lantern and I mean the Flash. And actually, really, I'm not that well up on DC, unfortunately. So I looked up the pictures and yeah, I was like, okay.
I like the Wildcat's whiskers.
Yes.
Yes, Marvel has definitely taken a lead in the majority of pop culture right now compared to DC. But yes, you've got to love a lot of the DC characters though as well. All right, now we have Rey from Star Wars.
Yes, I loved this. The authenticity just blew me away.
She's even got the little wind catching, the
scarf
drapiness
there,
of the skirt.
It's true.
Yep, and I thought this was kind of funny. She's got no boots on because she's running her feet through grass because Rey was on Jakku for so long in sand, enjoying it.
All right, and then we have Hitoshi Shinsou from My Hero Academia.
Yes, I wasn't familiar with My Hero Academia, but the authenticity of this costume really blew me away. Not sure how he did it. Maybe white duct tape or something. But I really like the purple wig.
Yeah, it's great. It's just, to me, from top to bottom, it's a very, I mean, when you're going to compare both looks, it's the same.
And yeah, the fact that most people think that when you get a wig from a shop or if you get it mailed to you or whatever, you think you just put it on from the bag and it's ready to go. No, they really got hairspray and they styled it, and great job.
All right, and then we have another Ghostbusters entry. We have Egon Spengler.
Yeah.
It's fun photoshopping.
Yes, it
It
is.
is fun photoshopping. I don't think Egon really aimed for authenticity here. If you're going to do Ghostbusters, you really need the equipment, the backpack and everything. And this guy didn't quite make it.
No, more casual Egon.
Yeah, Egon on his day off.
Yes.
But he's having fun, and because you can tell that he's standing with the blow up at the State Park Marshmallow Man, so at least there's that, but you're absolutely right about the accessories. It would have sold it a lot more.
Right.
He's wearing his pajamas underneath the suit on Catwoman. This is real close. All right, and then we have Lance McClain from Voltron.
A dynamic pose, I think. It's a good angle. It's a pretty simple cosplay, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually haven't watched Voltron, but I'm pretty sure that's not his normal attire for whatever they do on Voltron. Fight crime? Not sure.
They ride robot lions into battle.
Oh,
is what they do.
Okay then.
This is from the remake of the cartoon. It's an '80s cartoon that they remade more recently.
Gotcha.
And it's as far as that look, it's very close. It is very simple, but sometimes simple sells, and it's you can tell. And also with Lance is a little smug. A lot of times, a little smug expression. So it's they're trying to sell it.
And next up is Deku from My Hero Academia. Multiple of the anime submissions this year.
All right, we've got a little Deku inception going on here because the cosplayer is wearing the T-shirt of themselves. Well, actually, no, that's an All Might T-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we were originally looking at it, I was wondering, I mean, the hair's great, the makeup's great for it. It's just, this is one of those ones with the costume's so important where it's not, you can't see it. You can't see it. So the
I
picture
would
is so
have liked
important.
a more comprehensive view of him.
I just realized though that they are wearing a shirt of their of Deku's what do you want to call it? He looks up to All Might.
Oh, okay.
So he's a big fan.
Little hero worship there in
Yep,
that picture.
most definitely.
My Hero Academia.
And we have Eri from also My Hero Academia.
Another very simple cosplay, but I think she pulled it off very well.
She did. She did. It's just identical to what's there on the picture.
And the horn stuff isn't as easy as it looks. So I don't know if that's on there with spirit gum or on there with this, but it works.
I was actually wondering, it might be clipped to the wig. That's
Part of
what
the
it
wig,
looks like.
yeah.
Be a very simple way to do that. But yeah, she's got the very kind of scared pose.
And we have Tommy Innit from Dream SMP.
That looks like Minecraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not familiar. I mean, instead of seeing like my son and other things play Minecraft throughout the years, I'm not super familiar with it. But it looks pretty similar. If you're gonna do, to do pixels is a little harder than do it. But they have the sword and they have the blonde hair and everything. So
I think it's a little bit of a crossplay there, and I think you may have an advantage with the blocky pixel look of Minecraft because you can kind of do a little more with it how you want to, be a little more creative maybe. Unless you go for full box and then you just wear cardboard.
Yeah.
Right.
I've seen that at cons.
Yes.
I had a friend who did from the show Archer. He did a Lego version of Archer, and it was all blocks and cardboard and drawn. It was fantastic. And we have Wally and Eve from Wally.
This was wonderful. I think this is just outstanding.
And this is what you want to see in a group costume, especially in a costume contest, because it's all handmade. All right, it's all very little store bought. It's all pieces together. And as for a picture, as you were saying, that they put it, they're carrying trash. It's just so cinematic. It so just pops from the screen.
I just noticed that the boot with the plant is in the bottom left corner on a rock. I didn't notice that before.
They really said it.
I really enjoy that. Oh, yeah, both of them are great. I want to know how they made the eyes, though.
And then we have Ghostbur from Minecraft, MCYT.
I'm a real fan of this one because I like the attitude of it. What's conveyed in from the name of the character from the Minecraft character, not being familiar with it. It's a very cinematic picture, and it's very. It conveys emotion and attitude when you're just looking at the picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of assumed that this character was a ghost, and I think that they did a great job with the makeup and making them look sad and forlorn. The flowers are nice, I guess, if you are deceased addition there.
All right, and now we have our honorable mentions before we get to our top 3 winners today. This is the real honorable mentions. They're getting their judging panel notes ready. We have Eri from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Yep, I really like it.
Yeah.
Back to the simple costume.
So as I said, simple sells.
Mhm.
It just is, and it's dead on to what the character looks and represents.
Absolutely.
We have Ray Stantz from Ghostbusters.
Yes, once again, really detailed, and the details really made it more realistic.
And we have Hitoshi Shinsou from My Hero Academia.
It's it's a dead on accurate mirror image cosplay. I mean, it looks exactly like it's supposed to look.
And these honorable mentions will be getting some prizes of their own. They will be getting a GeekFest button as well as a very sturdy metal GeekFest bookmark for any of their reading materials they may get from here. So congratulations to all of the honorable mentions. And now, we are ready to reveal the first, second, and third place winners of our cosplay contest for GeekFest, who will be winning these lovely prize baskets. We have some very fun things in here. Ooh, bobbly. Ooh, shiny. And, of course, our first winner will be winning the trophy for 2021 Best Cosplay. Ooh, glowy. All right, so let's get on with it.
Okay.
Our third place winner of the 2021 Great GeekFest Cosplay Contest is Ray from Star Wars.
Yes.
Congratulations, Ray. And would you guys like to add any more details on how you came up with your scoring for Ray and for her third place decision?
Well, one of the questions here is, does the costume stand out from the rest? And this one certainly does, for its authenticity and for her attitude that she's conveying in the photograph there that really mirrors Ray herself. I thought this was outstanding.
Yep, I think the only thing that you probably could have added would have been the lightsaber.
Yeah, and the presentation.
And maybe some boots.
The presentation is what does it there for me. It's just it's very character specific, and it's great. It's great. Even the hair.
I can't wait to actually get to see all these hopefully next year in person.
Yes.
All right, and our second place winner this year, Hiyoko Saionji from Daganronpa. Congratulations.
Just absolutely adorable.
Yes, and really quality materials too to put together the kimono and the obi sash. That's lovely, just lovely print.
It's just stunning in every way.
And there's a little bit of movement in the picture because she's happy in the picture we got from the show.
Yeah.
And even without the Aquanet, she's got quite some body and lift on that hair.
That's
She did a
true.
pretty good job with that.
I need to take some tips.
Yeah. All right, and the first place winner and the winner of our Best Cosplay trophy is Wally and Eve from Disney Pixar's Wall-E.
Yes.
Congratulations, first prize winners.
Yeah, this really another eye-catching one. It is just so much like the film. It just blew me away. I was amazed.
And I don't know if they printed out the panels for the box for his body or if they painted it, but either way, so much detail because you can see all the rust and the marks and everything.
All the fonts are exact. All of the, I mean, just everything is dead on.
Oh, they're just too adorable. I can't
They
get
are.
over this cosplay in this picture. But in the toughest, most excellent creative way, in case they don't like being called adorable. It is so, yes, so creative, so wonderful. And just, oh my gosh. So yes, let's give a round of applause to all of our winners and honorable mentions, and just to everybody that submitted this year. You did an excellent job. Please
Yeah.
applaud yourselves. And we thank you very much for everyone that submitted entries here. You all obviously spent a lot of time and hard work into making those costumes, and we really appreciate it. And we hope you had just as much fun making these costumes as we did and as the judges did judging them. So we really hope that we will be able to see all of you cosplayers in person next year, fingers crossed. But for doing it virtual for this first time, everybody did an excellent job. And just to remember, don't forget, we still are doing our Find the Loki variant. We're still doing our Find the Loki variant. So if you go to the local shops downtown, you will see stores that have a bunch of the stickers of the different variants. We have the library, we have the Strand, we have Fresh Start, Greater Gouda, Bear Bowl. Those are just a few of them. So just make sure you look and keep a close eye out for those. If you find 7 of the Loki variants, you will receive a Loki sticker. If you can find all 10 of them, then you will be able to put an entry into our drawing for the Loki prize package. This is the grand prize. And you can also make your own Loki variant. We had these stickers at the library where you could stick them onto photos, onto drawings, anything to go ahead and give it your own golden horned helmet. It's very fun. We've already had some of those submissions on our website, so don't forget to do that. It is still going on. And please join us next year for an amazing show. Like I said, we hope to see you all in person, and who knows who the winner could be. We never know what's going to be the big hit in the costumes next year. So tune in next. Actually, well, I would like to thank our judges, too, for coming in, because we could not have made these decisions without you. And tune in next for Library Gals Go to the Movies, a horror bracket showdown. You may see some familiar faces, me, because I will be in one of those. We also have Mandy and Katie, my podcast partners. So tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then afterwards, closing out the night, is going to be our D&D Librarians lore. And that's something you definitely don't want to miss. It was super fun last year. So, all right, thanks for tuning in.